What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Look, man, if y'all new here to the channel, I need y'all to do me a few favors. Number one, like this video, I'll appreciate it. Number two, subscribe to the channel, I'll appreciate it. And number three, make sure y'all turn on that bell, man, so whenever I drop a new video, you will be notified. Once again, I'll appreciate it. Today's shout out goes to Johnny Hers. Once again, shout out to Johnny Hurst. I hope that I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, I apologize. Also, if y'all not following me on Instagram, make sure y'all go over there and follow me at LaPaul_. That is LIPAUL_. Especially if y'all want to see a different side of me from here on YouTube. I'm sorry if I sound a little low, but my daughter is asleep right now, and I do not want to wake her up because if she wake up, I doubt if I'm going to be able to do this video for y'all. But here in today's video, man, I'm going to be telling y'all the story about how I got drunk on Christmas Eve, man, knowing that I had to take family pictures the next day for Christmas. It was just crazy, man. With all of that stuff out the way, let's get into the video. But before I get into the story about me telling y'all how I was drunk on Christmas Eve, I'm going to tell y'all the drunkest that I ever been. It wasn't that day. It was one day. It was probably like 2 or 3 years ago, man. It was just a random day. It wasn't no holidays. I was drinking with my two brothers, man. And I was so drunk. I was laying in the kitchen floor. You know, I was throwing meatballs out the window. Like, I was just tripping, man. And I had threw up in my sleep. I had went to sleep on the couch, and that was the last thing I remembered. I had threw up in my sleep or whatever. Next day, I wake up, my mom was telling me, like, I can't believe you threw up in your sleep, and I had to get all that stuff up. You was out here loud, throwing up everywhere. I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, Mom, I am so sorry. She was like, don't ever drink like that ever again in your life, because next time I'm not getting it up. Bruh, I couldn't believe that I threw up in my sleep and I didn't wake up. That was the crazy part about it, and I don't remember it at all. Now, getting into the story about when I got drunk on Christmas Eve. Okay, so my brother did a tattoo for me on Christmas Eve. My brother do tattoos, and I was like, you know what? Let me get a little drunk for real, because people was telling me that when you get a tattoo on your bicep that it hurt. So I'm like, let me get a little drink in my system, because I'm gonna feel less pain. That's what I was thinking anyway, and it actually did work. I didn't feel that much pain. I had got my daughter name on my bicep, and like I was saying, because people was telling me like, you gonna get a tattoo on your bicep? It's gonna hurt so bad. Now, mind you, I've got tattoos before that. I got, you know, like 5 tattoos before that, but it was always on my arms or whatever, but it was never like on my bicep part of my arm. So people was like, man, it's gonna hurt. Even my brother, he was telling me, he was like, you sure you want to do this right there on your bicep? Because it's gonna hurt. People were just making me nervous, man. So I'm like, I gotta do something to try to ease the pain. So I started drinking on some Hennessy. So when I started drinking the Hennessy, I didn't feel nothing. I actually went to sleep when he was doing my tattoo. He couldn't believe that I went to sleep when I was doing my tattoo. But yeah, I was over there damn near going to sleep, and he had to wake me up when he was finished because I didn't know. So like I said, I was drinking Hennessy or whatever, and for some reason, my dumb self decided, hey, let me mix some light liquor with the dark liquor. Now, for anybody that drink, man, well, some people's stomach can handle this, but mine can't. But for the people that can't handle it, y'all know that once you mix light and dark liquor together, you just asking for a hangover. It's all over with, man. I don't remember the light liquor that I was drinking, but I do remember that I was drinking some Hennessy, which is dark liquor. I knew I was drinking some Hennessy, but the light liquor, I forgot, man. But I shouldn't have never mixed them. Like I said, I was just asking for a hangover. So to be honest, I was drunk like that entire day/night, because I started drinking around like 4 in the afternoon, and I was just drunk the rest of that day, man. Like, all I remember was going back to my baby mother house. Her mom came to get me, and I was just bumping music in the car, and we was just in the car singing music. That was the last thing I remember, man. After that, I don't remember nothing, man. I just blanked out, and I just woke up the next day. Like, but from 4 all the way to the nighttime, and whatever else happened the rest of that day or that night, I don't remember none of it. Now, when I was drinking, when I was getting attacked too, I forgot, and it had slipped my mind that, yeah, you is supposed to be taking family pictures, you know, with your kid and your baby mom the next day, which was Christmas. It totally slipped my mind, man. So like I told y'all, I came to my baby mother house. I went to sleep or whatever. I woke up that next morning. My head was pounding. When I tell y'all my head was hurting so bad, man, I didn't even want to get out of the bed. I just felt like I was ready to throw up everywhere. But I luckily, I did make it to the bathroom to throw up, man. But it just felt like I was ready to throw up in the bed. Like it felt like I couldn't even get up out of bed. Now I didn't tell my baby mother or anybody else that I had a hangover. You know, I was just going to thug it out because I didn't want to ruin the excitement for the family pictures and stuff like that. It was my daughter's first Christmas. She was only like a month old. So, you know, this was her first Christmas and this was like my son's third Christmas. And I knew that, you know, those pictures was important. So I just thug it out. And I kept the hangover to myself, man. I didn't let nobody know because I didn't want nobody to be looking at me like, why would you do this before you take the pictures? You knew you had to take the pictures on Christmas. So why would you get this drunk? And that's what I was thinking to myself. I'm like, man, why would I do that? Like, it was just stupid, man. I guess I was, you know, I didn't want to be in pain from the tattoo. So I decided, hey, you know, let me put a little drink in my system. That's going to numb me. Like I said, it did numb me. I didn't feel a tattoo, man. But the aftermath, I don't think it was worth it. I should have just took the pain. Another crazy thing is this. Hennessy or whatever that light liquor was that I mixed, those not even my two favorite drinks for real. Like, when I drink, I get like a cooler. I don't know if y'all know what a twisted tea is. I like the half and half flavor. But yeah, man, the pictures, they came out pretty good. You really can't tell that I was, you know, hungover for real because I had got me a ginger ale. I had took me a Motrin for my head. And I had something to eat or whatever. It was something small. I don't remember what it was. But, you know, I had to do something to get myself, you know, up out of the bed and at least feel a little better. Now, when we was taking them pictures, my head was still pounding. But like I said, man, I just had to thug it out. But after the pictures or whatever, Christmas, man, it was still a good day, man. We opened presents, you know, we celebrated and we had a good time. I'm just happy that that hangover didn't ruin everything because I would have felt bad for it when I did sober up. I think my hangover probably went away completely like later that day or the beginning of the next day. I can't remember, man. But like I said, I'm just happy that it didn't ruin Christmas. Let me know a story, you know, a story about the time y'all got drunk and y'all was like, oh my God, why did I do that? Or y'all kind of regretted it. Let me know down in the comment sections below because I want to hear it, man. I'm pretty sure y'all got some interesting stories that y'all want to share. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. And if y'all want to hear more story times from me about stuff like that or just stuff per, you know, other crazy things that happened to me in my life, let me know down in the comment sections below. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of this year is over. I know we can do it, so let's get it. I hope y'all have a blessed night, and I'm out. Peace.